The Bears are going to have to take a quarterback. Don't you think?
I hate the play calling so much. It's like I don't even know what they have in Fields.
Well, that's interesting.
This is from from ESPN.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, the Bears are picking first overall in the draft. That is via the Carolina Panthers. Their pick, because they're 4-8, is number 4 right now in the draft. Picking second is Arizona, picking third is New England. This is from ESPN.com. The Bears don't want to miss out on another C.J. Stroud. Ryan Poles and his scouting staff have watched Caleb Williams and Drake May in person during this regular season, along with other top quarterbacks. ESPN, are you sitting down? They contacted 8 NFL scouts and executives who said Caleb Williams is the can't-miss prospect. One AFC executive said, quote, "I thought from last year's film he would be top 10 the day he showed up." They said, what do you mean, top 10 pick or top 10 quarterback in the league? And the executive said the latter, in the top 10 in the league.
Yeah, I love this guy, but that's getting crazy. As soon as he steps on the field, he'll be a top 10 quarterback in the league. That's aggressive. But, FOMO. I mean, you didn't get Mahomes, the Trubisky debacle. You missed out on Stroud. I mean, the list goes on and the quarterbacks. And then it's, will you get the right guy? Which, if there's not a big difference between Williams and May, but I would take Williams, and that's, to me, a no-brainer with the Bears. Then you see what you can get with Fields. But then again, the worst thing that can happen here, and the listeners and everyone in Marquee knows more than I do with this, but the worst thing that could happen is if the Bears actually win games down the stretch and they keep the coaching staff. I mean, to me, it'd be Ben Johnson, go get Caleb Williams, and then there you go. But that I would think Eberflus is gone.
Good observation, Paul. There's no way they can run it back. They can't do it.
I understand the McCaskies, though. I'm not so sure.
They have until May to pick up his fifth-year option. That would cost them about $23.3 million. So that's not horrendous. That's not like other quarterback money, top tier, who you're going to have to break the bank, give him $50 million a year. But some of the other numbers on the guy before last night, Fields had a 4.1 total QBR with 2 or fewer minutes remaining in either half, with his team trailing this season. Worst of any starting quarterback. His completion percentage above expectation in those moments, minus 19.4%. Barely above P.J. Walker and Tommy DeVito. And now last night he strung it together and he put, that final pass to Moore to help him win the game. It was huge. But Well,
can you imagine if they would have lost that game? 4 interceptions and you can't win? I mean, they were +4 in the turnover battle till when he had the fumble. He fumbled twice, but the fumble late. And
the Vikings were doing nothing offensively.
That's right. I mean, they're going to lose that game until he makes the play to Moore, which, I can't believe Flores didn't send the house there and try to pressure him and try to get a sack or at least make him throw it away. But it's going to be an interesting offseason, no doubt.
I think number 1 overall, as of this minute, you kind of the thought is it's Caleb Williams. That's our guy. We're moving on. We're going to see what we can get from Justin Fields.
Yeah. I also want to see what things are like because it's always, people leak stuff and you try to go after kids. But I think you're going to hear this time and time again when we get close to the draft about going in the stands and crying with mom. And then after one game, he said everyone wants to be in these size 12 shoes. Everyone would love to do it. And then he also said after a loss, I just want to go home and cuddle with my dogs.
Right. And then
I want to know how that plays in the locker room with an organization and these execs.
Don't forget about the expletives on the fingernails last year before a game.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how that's going to be, how executives across the league will look at that. You never know. There are a lot of unknowns. I would be careful. I would warn the 8 scouts and executives, calm down here, Charlie. You can't say can't miss prospect. I know Caleb Williams is awesome.
Sure, look at what we just have. You have Stroud, who's awesome, and we have Young, who can't play.
It happens every year, Paul.
I mean, Ryan
Zach
Leaf,
Wilson
Peyton
was
Manning.
picked number 2. Trey Lance was picked number 3. Okay?
There you go.
I mean, it's every year.
There you go. I understand. Curb your enthusiasm. I got it.
Uh-huh.
I think Williams is going to be awesome. I don't know. I don't know what to make of May, but I think Williams.
I would agree.
But certainly, top 10 quarterback. The second he steps on a field I think that's way aggressive.
Yeah, let's dial it down just a notch here.
Yeah.
I will say this. The Bears they're going to try to win games down the stretch.
I'm telling you, if they continue to win games, I don't think it's a home run, a sure thing that they just say, okay, we're cleaning house with the coaching staff.
You might be onto something there.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.